The Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth release is in full swing. The legend continues to grow, and now the most popular live streamer on the entire internet has dedicated themselves to chasing down the One of One ring. Not only is this going to be massive for Magic the Gathering, but I think regular enthusiasts like you and I can offer these newbies some really solid advice when it comes to navigating Magic's murky waters. Let's talk about it. The Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth release is going better than anyone could have anticipated, with well over $3 million on popular marketplace TCG Player in sales. Now the set is gaining in the wild notoriety, as I'm calling it, with spots on IGN, local news, and now even popular streamer XQC. Now, if you don't know who XQC is, he is a live streamer that has over 12 million subscribers across both Kick and Twitch, with several other million, I'm sure, across other platforms where he doesn't live stream, but posts clips and content, and he has dedicated himself to chasing down the One of One ring. So we have to talk today about a couple things. First and foremost, it did make me realize, when you're a Magic newbie and you go to engage with this product, there's a lot of pitfalls. There's a lot going on. So let's take our 20 plus years of experience and offer some advice to Mr. XQC, or as I'm going to call him just because I think it's fun and cool, Mr. X, in this video. And then let's move on to talk about what does this notoriety and this wide reach mean for the future of a hobby that you and I love so very much. But if you haven't caught it yet, I encourage you to check out some of the openings as Mr. XQC opens his Mr. X. Mr. X is way more fun to say. Mr. X opens his first Magic product, and it is, well, it goes about as you can imagine. As we go through this pack, there's a ton of questions. What are you getting? What's this card? Is this worth any money? It is a wild experience to kind of look over the shoulder of somebody opening a Magic product that hasn't done so before. And while we're there, an over-the-shoulder camera goes a long way. Top down is your friend, let me tell you. But this came to, got me thinking, I need to offer some advice to people who haven't engaged with Magic. So first and foremost, anything with 30th anniversary edition on it, it's not a real card. Don't buy it. You're committing $500,000 to this endeavor. Don't buy fake Magic cards. But first and foremost, know your product. You seem to be engaging and looking for the One Ring, which means English collector boosters only. They can be found in the collector booster box, which you've opened several of, it looks like, and the gift bundle, which is later to be released. That brings up point number 2, know your popular conspiracy theories. Magic conspiracy theorists are deep. We know what's going on in the community, and we have our beliefs, and that is the One Ring is going to be in a gift bundle. That is probably the most viable conspiracy theory, as the idea is Wizards of the Coast delays the release of the One Ring, so it doesn't get opened right away and all the hype dies down. Again, complete conspiracy theory, but maybe it's true. So know your conspiracy theories. Finally, when you go through these packs, well, I guess not finally, but know what you're opening. There is more than just the One Ring in this product. Nobody expects these popular platforms to be massive experts on this stuff. But what I have here is what's called a serialized Magic the Gathering card. Magic the Gathering in recent history has started stamping some of their collectibles with various numbers, and they are kind of X out of, well, this many. And Lord of the Rings seems to have what might be the most popular run of serialized cards yet. The Dwarven Elf and Human Soul Rings, which come in 3, 7, and 900 variations, are some of the most expensive cards in the set. So while you chase down the One Ring, don't pass up some opportunities for some beautiful goodies that you could get your hands on. And while you get your hands on those goodies, you gotta dig a little bit deeper and know that the versions of those cards that don't have numbers on them are also coveted as they've declared a limited print run. Couple that with various scene cards and some chase foils, there's a ton of fun and value that can be pulled out of these products, so don't just search for the One Ring and throw everything to the wayside. And speaking of throwing everything to the wayside, this clip right here. This is wild. Get yourself a binder. My final piece of advice is get a binder. Like, some of this stuff is really cool, and just see it in a cardboard box is hilarious. Get a binder, show some of it off. I promise you, once you do that, you will enjoy your collection so much more. But aside from the advice that we can give to people who haven't engaged with Magic in the future, I think this is a huge shift in how we will look at Magic, at least in the near future, if not the long term. What Lord of the Rings is proving to be is a massive front door, a massive opportunity for people to get their eyes on our favorite game and start engaging with product that we've been around and opening and playing with for years now. But that means that we might have a bunch of new people come in that stick around, not only just for the Lord of the Rings product, but maybe they like Lord of the Rings and they dig into Commander. They dig into Commander and they hear their friend talk about Commander Masters, which is coming up next. If you're a Lord of the Rings enthusiast, you like Commander Masters, you're going to like Commander Masters, and make sure you're subscribed here for a lot of Commander Masters. You know, I'm going to pause right here. We're going to chase XQC down. 12 million subscribers across 2 platforms. That's nothing. We're going to catch you. Sub so we can chase XQC. That's probably not a thing. But Commander Masters has an opportunity to draw those enthusiasts in and keep them in for the next set. If you play Lord of the Rings, you start in a Commander pod, you can engage with this set next. And I think Wilds of Eldraine, following Commander Masters, is a wonderful theme with gorgeous art that has a lot of ties to that fantasy world, which is another way to keep those enthusiasts on board and keep them along. And all of us know out there, once you're on for 3 sets, you're on for good. But just in case you're not, we're going to slam Doctor Who down on the table and go boom. A lot of opportunity here to keep those fans engaged. But what this means is that the focus will be on new Magic. And I did a video last week. I'll link it here if I remember, but if I don't, like, again, editing is hard. But in this video, I talked about the fact that with all eyes on modern Magic, vintage Magic often gets set by the wayside. And we've had several conversations about the One Ring versus the Alpha Lotus and new Magic versus old Magic. And this is going to, if successful, shift the community pendulum towards new Magic, where old Magic becomes more of a niche community and opportunity than it is even right now, and new Magic seems to thrive. And I think this is fantastic. With Wizards of the Coast constantly looking for ways to pull at our nostalgia strings, if new Magic doesn't work, well, in 2, 3, and even 5 years, they have no nostalgia to pull at anymore because we haven't cared about anything in what feels like years. So I think this is a massive opportunity for people to come inward to the game, and it is great for the growth of new Magic the Gathering, an area where Magic has, kind of suffered in the last couple years. And looking forward, there's a big opportunity here, and a little spoiler for a video that's going to be on the channel later this week. There's an opportunity here if Wizards is able to bring back Paper Standard, if they can do it, which admittedly I've been skeptical about, but if they can make it happen, the idea of Universes Beyond being a primary focus of our Magic experience, because, like, listen, Lord of the Rings is kind of crushing it right now, and with Universes Beyond being all of the premier sets focused on Commander and things like that, there's a possibility that new Magic and Standard and the regular release product could go back to their roots and give cards for Standard enthusiasts, Pioneer enthusiasts, heck, some Modern staples, and we can start pulling the Commander goodies, all the things stuff for Commander in these regular products, into Commander-specific products. It would be wild, but I really think that's an opportunity here for Wizards, if all goes well. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think all is going to go well? Do you have any more advice for these giant platforms opening our favorite trading card game? And do you think this is great for the future of Magic? Do you think it's bad for the future of Magic? I want to hear from each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Again, share this video on your favorite social media platform. If you have a massive streamer that you follow, share this video with them and see if they take any of my advice. And if not, hey, we did our best. But make sure you click the subscribe button, share the video, and until next time, you all know me. My name is Josh. Thank you so much for hanging out. We will see you around. Goodbye.